Hello friends, it's Michelle Maddox of Sedona Meditation Experiences here in Sedona with another episode of Sedona Meditation Adventures. This week I'm taking a break from a hot hike sitting under a juniper tree so I can talk with you. And what's on my mind this week is a post that a friend of mine made on Facebook. She called it Goodbye to the Guru. And in it she lamented how she's having to let go of a very dear teacher. A teacher who taught her how to meditate, in fact, and who at one time was very important in helping her make sense of her life and herself and helping put her on a spiritual path. Now, this guru is espousing conspiracy beliefs that my friend does not espouse. And it's confusing for her to see someone who has meant so much to her in such a deeply touching personal way as a spiritual teacher, to suddenly be talking about a very different thing than the peace and love that she had originally been attracted to. And I hear this a lot. Maybe this is something that you've experienced, where a teacher, maybe a yoga teacher, a meditation teacher, someone in the wellness world, who was teaching love and helping you to be a better person, kind of shifted gears and started talking about us versus them and how you can't trust the government and, COVID is a hoax and the vaccines are going to kill you, whatever. There's no end to the different beliefs out there. It can be very confusing. And it's true that these conspiracy thoughts have really taken hold of the wellness community. A lot of people who were at one time new agey and teaching love and light, almost overnight it seems like they just switched gears and started believing conspiracies, that are common in the QAnon world. Or they believe that the vaccine's going to kill you, or it's a hoax, or whatever. I don't know why it's taken hold in the wellness world, but it has. I see it here in Sedona, all over the place. I had a very dear friend recently die from COVID. In addition to being a good friend, he was an amazing healer. Somebody that I would go to for many things, any complaint that I had. He was always able to help me find balance and a solution. But he poo-pooed COVID, didn't take it seriously, ended up getting sick with it, and it killed him. And I see other people getting sick and, almost not wanting to admit that it's COVID. So I'm not here to tell you what to believe or how to think, but I am here to tell you that if you're worried about kind of treading into waters that may be filled with conspiracy thinking, and it seems like all of wellness is that way, I'm here to tell you that it's not. If you come to Sedona and you want to work with me, my background is as a scientist. I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics and 2 master's degrees in science and climatology and environmental science. And I'm no stranger to conspiracy thinking. When I first came to Sedona, I was fully introduced to all the conspiracies at that time. Everything from chemtrails to the lizard people who are ruling the world, the sinister secret government, all of it. And I kept an open mind and thought, what do I know? Who knows what is really happening? And eventually found my way to the point where it doesn't make my life any better to believe those things. It's not like the curtain is ever going to be pulled and we're going to reveal the man behind the curtain. That's never going to happen with these conspiracies. It's just an endless quest for some meaning where perhaps there is none. So I chose to let that go and live my life as it appears to be and have fun doing it and leave the conspiracies for others. And my approach to meditation is science-based. I live in Sedona. I love the energy here. It's beautiful energy. Sedona is not the only place with this kind of energy, but it is strong here. Can science prove that? No. And that's okay. Not everything has to be proven by science. But for me, I combine the two. There is a science to meditation. There's a science to how it works in the mind, and there's also a beautiful spiritual energy that you can tap into when you meditate. And it has nothing to do with believing in conspiracies. So if you're concerned that it seems like all of the spiritual teachers have suddenly gone conspiracy, it's true, a lot of them have, but not all of them. So I'm not telling you what to think, but I am telling you that committing to a spiritual life does not mean that you have to buy in to some set of beliefs. If something doesn't work for you, let it go. Don't try to contort your world to fit somebody else's version of reality. That is not what spirituality is about. It's about finding the truth within you and living it. It's not about buying into other people's stories about what reality is or isn't, or what's safe or dangerous, or anything that somebody else thinks is true or not true. Listen to your own heart. And sometimes, you have to get in touch with your heart to really listen to it. So, I don't know if that helps or not, but I do feel the hurt and the sadness and the confusion when our spiritual teachers, the people we leaned on and looked to for guidance, suddenly seem to have fallen into conspiracy thinking, and their worldview is not ours any longer. You don't have to blindly follow. So listen to your heart, stay true to yourself, and if something doesn't feel right, by all means, let it go. Don't try to fit yourself into somebody else's idea of what you're supposed to be experiencing or feeling or believing. So let's take a moment and meditate. Why don't you find a nice comfortable spot, maybe outdoors in nature, or maybe just in your living room or wherever you are. And when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes and take a couple of nice, deep breaths. And as you exhale, let go of whatever story you have going on in your mind. And as you breathe, just become aware of how the breath moves through your body, filling your lungs, sending oxygen through your blood that pumps through every part of your body, and then on the exhale, releasing all of the old, letting it go, and just feel that rhythm. Inhale, exhale, bringing in the new, letting go of the old. And just feel how your breath is naturally in the moment. There's no time to hang on to the past because it's time to take a new breath. And there's no time to worry about the next breath when you're still enjoying this breath. So breathe with me now in silence for a few moments. And now bring your awareness back to your breath and gently start to make your way back to the space around you. And just feel the beauty of what is. You know, it's not ours to have to figure everything out, and we can't possibly know anyway. How can we possibly understand the intricacies of this world? It's enough just to understand ourselves. So, my friends, don't try to understand it all. Just tune into yourself, stay true to who and what you are, and follow your heart. And if you come to Sedona and you'd like a nice grounded meditation experience without a lot of woo-woo, I'm your girl. Look me up. I'd love to take you out and help you tap into this beautiful energy, and you don't have to buy into any beliefs. So thank you for joining me this week. I look forward to seeing you again next week. For now, this is Michelle Maddox saying goodbye for now.